Hi there. We recently got a huge gameplay reveal for The Last of Us Part 2 at E3, which kind of got me thinking about what I want from the game as a whole, what improvements I would like to see over the original, and what I think should stay the same.
Allow me to clarify which aspects of the first game I liked. Spoiler alert! Here's a time code to skip to if you haven't finished The Last of Us. First, the relationship between Joel and Ellie and how it evolves over the game. Starting off with Joel being dismissive of Ellie eventually breaking through to him, Joel finally being a caring father figure like he was before the outbreak with Sarah, and ending with Ellie hesitant towards Joel. The ups and downs of their relationship is believable, and I empathise with both of them. These are two of the best written characters in gaming history.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
Second, the story is cruel. Along the way, you'll meet a bunch of different characters, you learn about them, grow to like them, and are saddened by their often tragic demise. This emphasizes the bleak reality of living post-breakout.
It's all your fault! Henry, no.
Third, the soundtrack. I only have a handful of games of soundtrack on my iPod, Beyond Good and Evil, Alone in the Dark. If you like thumping orchestral music with haunting vocals, check out An End for a Prelude. I also have Oxenfree and The Last of Us. I'm not musically inclined. I can't tell you what the songs are doing well or poorly. I don't know anything about the structure of them, if it's good, bad, genius. I have no idea. I probably like the soundtrack just because when I hear a piece, I remember the moment in the game it is from, and it brings back memories of the game as a whole. Gustavo and his second name, which I won't even... Santolala? Mr. Gustavo, the well-respected composer, is returning for the sequel, so I expect another stellar soundtrack. Fourth, limited ammunition. Not only is this consistent with the setting, but it also made combat slower, where every shot counted, and it encouraged me to find different ways to kill enemies. Piggybacking on this, some people didn't like the gentle sway when Joel was aiming a weapon, but I did. It felt appropriate. Joel isn't a trained marksman after all. So, improvements over the first game. Better AI for allies. While I didn't experience it a lot, occasionally Ellie would run around in front of me while I'm hiding from a clicker. For a game which is trying to be immersive with realistic movement, low ammo supplies, consequences for mistakes, having a character pound the pavement and run past the very enemy I am inching by with trepidation takes me out of the game. More wrinkles to gameplay. You might remember in the demo for The Last of Us at E3 2012, Joel had a sort of peek mechanic. He also emptied bullets from guns to add to his supply, which I had never seen before in a game. That didn't make it into the final release either. Makes me wonder if parts of the recent demo are scripted and we won't see. Stuff like enemies looking under trucks or shooting their own men that you are using as a shield. Dodging is a mechanic and has been confirmed, but will Ellie dodge and catch herself against a car like this? The new additions shown look great and exactly what I would like, but I wonder how many will make it to the final release. New enemies. The clickers are fantastic and were used just enough in the first game, same goes for the bloaters, but this is 5 years later. What strange, horrific creatures could have mutated from the fungus? As for what I don't want, open world. Judging by the demo, we won't be getting mini-maps and a litany of side objectives. I like the balance of linear sections followed by open areas, which allow me to explore in the first game. Expanding on this is to be expected for a sequel, but how open will the game be? Will there be side objectives that can be ignored or even missed? Or is this a tight, narratively driven game which happens to feature more expansive levels? Dialogue options. Uncharted 4 had some dialogue options which didn't really matter, so I'd rather leave the serious story to the developers. Unless they're going to have multiple endings, which I doubt, these choices are kind of meaningless. Multiplayer trophies that require 40 hours to get. Uncharted has the right idea to multiplayer trophies. Sample the modes. If you like it, keep going. If not, thanks for trying. Do not force people to spend ages upon ages on something tedious. Okay, 84 matches, here I go. Also, in The Last of Us, there was a problem joining games midway through the match, not advancing the in-game days, meaning yet another match had to be played. Another big problem I have with multiplayer trophies in general is that after the game has been out a while, online player numbers naturally decline, making it more difficult to find evenly matched players to face each other. Sample multiplayer? Fine. Spend 40 hours with players who have had several years of practice and will kick my ass? No thank you. So, the first game is a masterpiece. Topping it will be difficult. From interviews, it sounds like they have a story they are passionate about. They wouldn't have hundreds of people working on it for years if they didn't truly believe in it. Naughty Dog's track record suggests they will once again deliver a memorable experience. Now, if only we could get a release date.
So those are my thoughts about The Last of Us Part 2. By all means, let me know yours. And until next time, take care.
Along the journey, Joel and Ellie... My god, there's this giant fucking bumblebee right by my head. And are saddened by their often tragic demise. Oh my god, can you hear that? Oh, fuck! Oh! Ah! Ow! Oh my god, I just smashed my fucking head against the window. Okay, back to being professional.